Thank you for having me here tonight. My name is Sarah Britton, and I'm your representative from the District 8 School Board. And I don't think it's going to come as any surprise to any of you that I'm here tonight to talk about the fact that our children and our grandchildren need a new school. But before I make the case for that, I'd like to say that we've come to realize in District 8 that we really owe you an apology. And the reason for that is because we have done a terrible, terrible job of keeping you in the loop and bringing you to the planning table. I mean, how can we expect for you to support this effort when we have kept you so poorly informed? Crazy, right? So tonight, I hope we can agree that we need, before we do anything else, to step back and address the communication problem between the school board and the parents, and also the adults in the community that don't have any children, and of course, our senior citizens. It's what I'm here for tonight, and it's what I hope is going to happen. So, and I also am not going to start out tonight by talking to you about why supporting your school district is actually really good for your pocketbook, because that's going to be a further discussion where I bring in third-party experts and charts and PowerPoints and whiz-bang, and we're going to prove to you that the reason that your housing values have held up so well in these last few years, it's because our community has historically invested in its children, and that's why people want to live here. So what's been good for our kids has been actually good for you. But I said I wasn't going to talk about that tonight. Instead, what I'd like tonight to be about is just me getting to know you better, and for me to understand your concerns and to be able to bring some of that input back to the school board. So every one of us is a unique and special individual. And even though we are an individual, we are also part of something greater that we call community. And every member of our community is important. Every child, every young, every middle adult, and certainly every senior citizen. We all deserve to be counted, and we all deserve to be supported by our community. So what better way to start than by just getting to know each other and understanding each other? Let's make that happen starting tonight. I'd like to meet with each of you individually. I'd like to hear your stories, and I'd like to hear your concerns. And I would also like to be invited back so I can give you that dog and pony show with the big PowerPoint presentations. Thank you very much, and good night. Okay, that was one. All right, number 2. Speech to parents. I hope that was a little faster, maybe?
It was. It was. It was faster than the other times.
Okay, this is take number what? 501? Speech number 2? Thank you for having me here tonight. My name is Sarah Britton, and I'm a school board member for District number 8. And I certainly remember when I was a parent of young children, how hard it was to try to fit all my responsibilities into a day that just didn't have enough hours. So the fact that you all came out tonight to be part of this is huge, and I'm really grateful, and I hope you're very proud of yourselves, because we all have a very, very serious agenda here, and that is that our kids need a new school. That's why we're here tonight. But boy, do we have our work cut out for us. How many of you remember a couple of years ago when we tried to get this referendum passed and our community voted it down? I know I was part of that. Yeah, And what I've come to realize since then is, believe it or not everybody shares our vision. And what I think in our quest to get the right things done for our children is that we fail to put ourselves in the shoes of other members of our community. And what I'm specifically talking about is our senior citizens, who often are just trying to make ends meet. So last night, I actually met with a group of senior citizens. They were charming. And rather than lay out the new agenda. I just wanted the meeting to be about getting to know them better and understanding their concerns. And what I learned is that they're very, very concerned about their own futures. And what's worse is they don't feel like members of this community. They feel very, very isolated. And it's not that they don't care about your kids. They don't know your kids. And it's really hard to expect them to get behind a cause when they can't even put a face with a cause. So each and every one of us is a unique and special individual. But we're also part of something bigger that we call community. And every member of our community is important. Every child, every young and middle adult, and certainly all of our senior citizens. So we all deserve to be supported by our community. And without the support of our senior citizens, we are not going to get this referendum passed. So let's agree tonight that a top priority is to do a reach out to our senior citizens. Let's get to know them better. Let's tap their expertise. And let's make them feel part of our community. They're part of our family after all. So thank you and good night. I won't keep you any longer. I know you need to rush back to your families. I really appreciate your coming out tonight, and I look forward to meeting with you again. Thank you so much and good night.